Hey YouTube, Turtleags here, bringing you another AFK journey video. All throughout today, people have been asking me, hey Turtle, what's the Dream Realm comp? Like clockwork, every single hour for this live stream, and I've been wanting to get to it, but first I wanted to hit res level 151 because that's when your season skill ranks up, and I wanted to make sure I secure that in order to improve the survivability of my heroes. You know, more stats is always better. Plus, I wanted to make sure that we push as high a score as possible because right now I'm going to cook up a couple different teams. I'm going to try 3 Analytica teams. I'm going to try 3 of my own creations, and we'll probably try out 1 or 2 creations from chat. And then whichever team performs the best, I'll be uploading it on my Discord. I actually created a couple new text channels for each boss. That way you guys have access to the optimal team formation for achieving a high score for your district. So without further ado, let's begin. As per usual, I'm going to go over Snow Stomper's kit first. And then we'll go over what I believe to be the best team against a Snow Stomper, assuming you have access to all the units. We'll try out 3 different teams that I believe, could be very good high score pushers, and then we'll do some free-to-play compositions as well. So first, let's talk about the Snow Stomper. I know a lot of you are familiar with him at the moment, but the main part of his kit basically is that he does freeze an enemy, one of your allies, basically encases them in snow and deals continuous damage until the snowman is destroyed. So it is in your best interest to bring units that do a lot of damage to the snowman in order to continue doing damage to the boss. But it's not just that. There are certain artifacts, such as the fireball spell, like this one right here. Many of you may be familiar with. Blazing spell that can actually kind of pop the snowman a little bit sooner. However, given all these amazing seasonal spells, we're going to try something different. Now, just continuing on with Snow Stomper's kit here. So he freezes the enemy, right? You all are familiar with this. The frozen enemy cannot move or act, losing 0.4% of their max HP per second and receiving extra damage equal to 0.2% of their max HP per second. The enemy's normal attacks can only target the Yeti cell while it exists. So what this last clause is saying is that the snowman that encases one of your units will draw aggro from all your allies will be aggroed onto the snowman. So it's kind of like the Dustclops, where you have to defeat the ads before you can resume attacking the boss. So that's kind of the majority of his kit, but he also does silence your units as well, which is really Monka. Snow Stomper, in my opinion, is one of the toughest Dream Realm bosses in the game for this reason. He makes certain units like Smokey almost useless because what he'll do is Snow Stomper will silence all your units and your Smokey basically can't heal. So basically summons a blizzard lasting for 20 seconds at the 10, 40, and 70 second mark into battle, silencing all enemies and making them lose 0.2% of their max HP per second. And so that's very important because you're going to want to bring units that don't rely on their skills as much. For instance, Odie is a perfect example because Odie, the way his kit works is that you apply poison stacks, up to 20 stacks of poison with his normal attacks. So silencing him doesn't really affect your damage output as much as some other units. Snow Stomper, get out of here, we're gonna stomp his snow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so hopefully we can come up with a team that will be able to handle all of these mechanics. Launches Tearing Bite at an enemy, dealing true damage equal to 5% of the target's max HP. Inflicts bleed, making them lose 0.2% of their max HP per second for 8 seconds. So the Snow Stomper, basically, in a nutshell, he's like a very powerful crowd controlling boss that crowd controls you in two different ways: the snowball, encasing your unit in a snowball, as well as silencing your units, as well as just doing residual damage. Your units over time will lose more and more of their HP. It's really Monka. This is a tough boss. And then he also does a freezing breath to form a snowball, attacking the healthiest unit, dealing 180% damage and knocking them down for 1 second. So it's another layer of I was about to say disrespect, but also disrupt. Yeah. And then finally, yeah, more frost, dealing 120% damage to frontal enemies within a 1 tile arc 3 times. Very tough boss, guys. In my opinion, this is probably the toughest boss in the game. But anyway, so how do we combat this? Well, someone on Analytica cooked up this really spicy team. Basically, the idea is that you have 3 magic casters. You have Cassidy, who is blessing your Odie. Odie's also a magic damage dealer, and Rainier's a magic damage dealer. The way the Crescent spell works is that every time you deal X amount of magic damage, the magic orb finishes forming and hits the target within a certain radius. And then when that magic aura ball thingy hits the target, they will get a magic defense shred. Now, when you get to level 15 Crescent spell, the duration of the magic defense shred increases from, I believe, 5 seconds to 8 seconds. You guys in chat can correct me if I'm wrong. But anyways, the magic defense shred is extended, which means that it gives a larger window with which magic damage dealers like Odie as well as Cassidy can do even more damage. And the magic defense shred is like 35%, something pretty significant. But you also got other damage dealers such as Merrily, who does true damage, as you know, as well as Floorbell, who does a lot of damage with her summons. And the summons actually serve as additional attackers to take care of the snowman faster. Now, this was suggested by someone who had already reached Resonance 251, and I think his Odie was like 261. Right now we have Resonance level 252 units. I'm going to check out the survivability of this team, and depending on how quickly Odie dies, that'll kind of determine how I level up my units after this run. So let's give this a try. Now I'll try to point out some mechanics here. So this is the silence that I mentioned. Happens 3 times over the course of the match. We see the snowman. We pop the snowman pretty quick thanks to the summon. Now Cassidy, what makes her such a fantastic support unit is that the tidal wave, when it catches your units, all your units get the blessing of tidal strength, which allows you to do extra damage. Okay, we're silenced again. Okay, the magic defense shred. Ooh. Okay. I'm a little worried about Odie's survival, but we're surviving a whole lot better now. We've already beaten our previous score from this morning. Now, mind you, the way that Rainier at Mythic Plus works is that... Oh, shoot. Okay, so we finally had Odie die at the 7-second mark. Not bad. Actually, not bad. So there is a degree of RNG with this. Rank 2, folks. Rank 2. Yep. Very nice. So as you can see how beautiful this chart is, pretty much everyone is doing a whole lot of damage. Now, we did see earlier that Odie died with 7 seconds remaining. Earlier this morning, before, I think I was like resonance 247. I was resonance level 247 prior to this run, and my OD died with like 20 or 30 seconds remaining. So, and because OD is such a huge damage dealer, so having OD survive until the very end is going to be huge. Oh, that looks so smooth though. Thank you, thank you. Can I see the formation again? Yes. So let me just, I wonder if my guildmates want to see this. Send it to my guild. Okay. Do any of you guys want the replay? I can send it to you too. Miyagi, you probably want the replay. Winkaboo, Inkia. If only I had Floorbell. Yeah, Floorbell's pretty good. Okay, anyways, so that's the team. So one more time, I'll go ahead and, so, wow, we did pretty, that was actually better than I thought it would be. Okay, I'm rank 4 in the district, nice. And I haven't even used all my refreshes yet. I could get my OD higher level, which I think I'm going to do right now. My OD keeps dying. Yeah, I think you need to get your OD at least to level 251 in order to unlock his new season skill, and also to give him more stats. I don't have Floorbell. Yeah, don't worry. We'll go into the more free-to-play options in a moment. Or not free-to-play. I didn't mean to insult you. I mean other options, okay? There are more options. Let me just, actually, you know what? Let's just continue with the video. It's fine. We have a lot of attempts. So now, while we maintain the same stats, we'll go with the second team that someone on Analytica cooked. And this, I think, is a very good team. This will be more relatable. This will be the team to run if you need Coco. Okay, so that was number 1, right? So number 2 is going to be this team right here. Okay. So if you don't have Floribel, you can bring Thorn. Now Thorn is nice because Thorn increases the damage taken by the enemy by 11% with his season skill. I believe it was 11%. Yeah, 11% for 3 seconds after dealing damage to that target with normal attacks. Yeah. So, and then you bless your OD to keep him alive, and then you're going to put Merrily in that position. Ooh, and then you go Quick Blade spell. So the idea behind this team is that what's so great about the Quick Blade spell is that not only do you do a 35% physical defense shred, and by the way, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I think if it... Well, actually, I don't want to give misinformation, so let me just read the spell. So 4 seconds from the start of the battle deals physical damage equals 60% of the team attack to the frontmost enemy hero, stuns them, inflicts smite, reduces their physical defense by 30%. Targets an extra frontmost enemy upon each cast, dealing reduced physical damage equal to 40% of the team attack. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but this physical defense shred... Oh, every 12 seconds, right? The 30% physical defense shred, that lasts until the duration of the match, right? It doesn't say that it goes away, or that it has a duration. It's a really good spell. This is basically a Kruger in a spell. Yeah, but anyways, the idea behind the Quick Blade spell is that you have a physical defense shredder, which will help the damage output of both your your Thorin, and your Merrily. And your Cassidy's Blessing Merrily. Okay, so let's try it. What's also nice about the Quick Blade spell is that it also increases your physical defense, magic defense by 32%. It also increases your attack and crit. So it's a fantastic offensive spell. I like this a lot. All the AFK stages recorded where I am are all the losses. It's funny. Oh no, Lester Yo. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and try this next, see how we do. So what I like about this team comp too is that Thorin is protecting Odie and Rainier is protecting Merrily. And actually Odie is healing up Thorin. So this team should in theory have better survivability. The only issue is that Rainier might die early. Actually, I'm kind of concerned about the survivability of this team. I mean, everybody's alive, but... Oh, 13 seconds to go. That run was not as good.
Before the king.
So 31.9%. 5530. Okay. Oh, oops. The formation. Okay, so that was the formation, right? What was our high score? So it was 5530 and 6231. Ooh, huge difference. So the second team actually didn't do as well. Okay, so now we'll show the third Analytica team. Okay, so actually this one I think has more potential. So instead of Cassidy, you're going to run Shakir. And the benefits of doing it this way is that Shakir, he's another physical attacker. Oh, and actually, so we're swapping it up here. Another physical attacker who can take advantage of the Quick Blade spell. I do like this formation more. And I'm sorry guys for not showing the damage calculations at the end for the damage output for each character. I forgot to do that, sorry. But I do like this formation better because Odie is going to do the most damage, I think. And then Merrily and Odie are each protected in some way. So let's go ahead and try this. I do expect this team to perform better than the previous team. But notice how during the second run, survivability was kind of a huge issue for some reason. They all survived to the end, but they were at very low health. And actually this Merrily's at super low health, so I'm kind of concerned about that. But I do feel like oh, Shakir died. That's not good. Okay, so after this, we're going to try 3 comps that I cooked up. I think one was also suggested. Oh, one of them was suggested by, 2 of them were suggested by my viewers. They DM'd me, and another one I thought of. But yeah, this team did not do as well. Okay. I think it's very important to, showcase the teams, just showcase a couple teams, that way you guys kind of know what we're comparing with here. Okay, so the other team that people were suggesting was something like this, but let me see if I can find it. I think you guys DM'd it to me. Let me see. Oh, someone recommended a Brian team. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. Someone ranked 11 with this team. Okay, that's what I did earlier. It seems like the first team I showed was the best. Okay, so I guess I'll... But someone showed a Satrana team, which I thought was kind of spicy. Oh, okay. So this is another team. And don't worry, guys, I'll show free-to-play options as well. Okay, I do like this. So this is running Coco, for those of you guys who are not Res 251, which most of you won't be. Oh, but let me, before I do that, let me get Satrana up a little bit. So, I don't know how many of you have Satrana built. I surely don't. But what is nice about her is her season ability. I do like myself a nice free-to-play team. Okay, Queen of Bots. So her seasonal skill is actually quite good. In battle, increases the magic damage taken by adjacent enemies by 13%. Oh, we just need her. Too bad we don't have her Supreme Plus. Yeah, that's kind of ripped, but okay. Okay, so at least she's at EX5. Alright. So we're going to try this team comp. The main reason we run this comp is for the 11% magic defense shred, I think. Let me just double check.
May the glorious rippling flames bless you, my traveler.
Level 2. Oh, is that level 5? Ooh! Increase magic damage taken by enemies by 17%. Okay. That's actually really good. So let's try it. I think that this team might have potential. So we're going to go with the Crescent spell, right? And mind you, Satrana is a magic damage dealer. She is. So she will also contribute to the Crescent spell generation. And then we have Coco. So this is really nice because you have a four faction bonus, right? You have Coco for the survivability, and Odie, you're just basically making Odie do as much damage as possible. As you saw in the very first replay, Odie was the premier damage dealer, so we might as well make him as strong as possible. So this is, in theory, it should be good, but in practice, let's find out. Now, I don't know how much not having a Supreme Plus Satrana matters, but I think it should be okay. Because kind of like with Kruger, the main reason you would run a support like this is for the magic defense shred. Now, the real Monka part is when Odie is encased. So this might have more RNG than the average team, which could be a problem. But there's certainly more survivability, so. But we're actually removing, and I feel like this is probably the comfiest team to run, because look at how healthy our team is. Yeah, and Coco, you know, doing Coco things, being such a fantastic support. Yeah. Oh, and we are applying magic defense shred constantly. Look at how quick I'm throwing those. Oh, Satrana died though. Oh, actually that was terrible. I don't think we have enough power, so okay, bad comp. Don't do this comp either. So this is why you have to be careful. I'm looking at all these Analytica suggestions, and they're there's only one good team. Yeah, we have some very creative people, you know, tip our hat off to them, but in practice, not so good, unfortunately. Okay, so this is the Mythbuster video, right? There's only one team, go big or go home, right? You know, you can either be mid or you can run the best team, which, as a refresher, is this team right here. This is why we trust in Turtle. Yeah, so there's only one team, guys. You know, Coco can go back where she came from. There's only one good team.
What a tough fight.
It is this team. Yeah, this team out-damaged everyone by a mile. So it was, I think, what was the team in Casti? I think it was like that. Hold on, I think we blessed Merrily, right? I think. Did we bless? Because Merrily has the highest attack speed. Oh no, we blessed Odie. Okay. So it's like that. Yeah. So it's like that. So that's the best team. So that's a team that will post on Discord. And by the way, guys, even if you don't survive until the end, I mean, you saw, right? That run I did in this morning where my Odie died with 35 seconds left on the clock still got me 5th place. So it's still a very good team. Casti needs EX10. I think that would help a lot. But maybe not like super necessary. Now, for some free-to-play options, what I would recommend, actually, there was one comp we tried earlier that survived fairly well and involved running a Quick Blade spell, which is, I think, the spell to run if you want to survive. With the Crescent spell? Yeah, with the Crescent spell. Yes. This right here is the team. The team. Yes. And then, so free-to-play options, if you don't have Rainier, then what you're going to do is you're going to probably go Kruger.
You just made the best.
And then you'll probably go Coco, running the Quick Blade spell. Because chances are, if you're free-to-play, you're also Monka, like, not surviving either. And then if you don't have Floorbell, then it's kind of rip, but you could also do Shakir. I'm sure some of you guys, like most of you guys, put Shakir in your wish list, so Shakir should be fairly well built. So this would be the team I would recommend, running the Quick Blade spell. So let's test it out in theory, right? Let's see if it's at least better or on par with some of the later teams we ran. So the basic idea is that you have Kruger for the physical defense shred, you know, 40% physical defense shred on top of the 30% physical defense shred of Quick Blade will boost the attack of your Kruger. Your Shakir and your Merrily. And then you have your Coco to keep your team alive. Now, the good thing about this team is that you have 3 DPSs, which I'm starting to realize you do need more DPSs on a Snow Stomper team. Because if one of your DPSs gets encased in the snowman, you need at least 2 other DPSs to pop the snowman quick. Turtle soup, except, yeah, Turtle's cooking the screen, thank you. Alright, okay, so let's try it. Let's see how it goes. So this is the free-to-play option, okay? This should be comfy. Now, if I was to change this right now, I would probably bring my units a little closer to the front. That way, my Shakir doesn't need to run so much. Oh, this is kind of Monka, but... Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, now we're in good shape. Oh, Shakir hopped over. Oh, that's cool. Yo! Shakir is awesome. Oh, this team's actually doing okay. So if we can get at least 5 mil, I would say that's a win. I mean, this is the... oh, well, 4.7. Still have Cougar and Shakir not that high ascended. True, true. I mean, so if we look at the... I mean, that's actually not bad. Shakir actually did not do that much. That was a little disappointing. So I would actually cook up another option. Actually, okay, I got it. So instead of Shakir, let's run Cassidy.
This is for research.
Okay. So the advantage of this is that... should we bless? Yeah, we'll bless Odie. So we still have the 3 Mauler 2 Lightbearer bonus. Cassidy is basically going to increase the damage output of all our units with her blessing ability. She does a lot of damage, so let's go ahead and give this a try. Let's see if it at least does more damage than... oh my god, our Coco's almost... okay. Oh, this... okay, yeah, don't run this team. Holy, okay. Isn't that the evocation spell? Isn't the evocation spell stronger? Probably. I think this video should be titled Turtle Wasting Runs so that you guys don't. Okay. Okay, so rip. Who let turtle cook? Alright, so I think we'll wrap it up there. So the free-to-play option, just to reiterate, is going to be this team. It did, for the most part, survive until the end, which is quite good. It appears to me the 4 Mauler bonus is kind of where you want to be at, actually, now that I think about it. Ooh, I do want to cook up one more team. There's one more team I do want to cook. Alsa. So, for those of you who accidentally pulled Alsa, then what you could do... Okay, I got it. I don't know if you'll have a Satrana built, but what you could do is run a 5 Mauler comp with Satrana. Yo, this is cooking hard, okay? We go bigger, we go home here. Yeah, so if you accidentally built Alsa, you know, she's still a great unit as well. There is a combo that you can do where you run the Crescent spell and you have 3 mages, right? You have Satrana, you have, you know, Alsa, and you have Odie, and you have Shakir. And the basic idea is like you do magic defense shred. Actually, I wonder... there's no other Maulers, right? To try? Okay, yeah, so probably... the problem is Shakir doesn't benefit from these magic defense shreds. Brian is a free-to-play team. Does it? Okay, how many free-to-plays in chat actually have a built Brian? I surely didn't back then. Alright, so I think this team is fairly realistic. Oh! Okay, yo. Alright, this has got to work. This has got to work, guys. So, basically, this is... you're going to have so many magic orbs flying at the enemy. The Snow Stomper will resign, right? He'll throw in the towel, be like, holy, that's too many magic orbs. And so you should have pretty much 100% uptime on the magic defense shred with this team. And you have Satrana also doing magic defense shred. I'm pay to win, don't have him built. Yeah, me neither. So, alright, let's go ahead and try this. I'm actually very excited to see how this goes. The only thing I'm a little scared of is the snowman popping. Oh god. Okay, don't run this team. Okay, we're done. We're done. Anyways, guys, I hope you found this video very informative. I think it's more a video telling you what not to do. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you want me to try out a team, you know, you can comment in the YouTube section below, or if you need any advice, you know, yeah, maybe it's better to go on to the live stream, really. So I hope to see you there. Take care.